Okay, who's ready for a story time? Hello and welcome back to Anna's Thoughts and Musical Parodies. I am your hostess, Anna Smith. Thank you so much for being here, and a big special thank you to 3 new subscribers. A guy from the Deepest Blue who I met at work yesterday evening, Wyatt, who I work with, and I think her name is Heather. She is the owner of the YouTube channel called Free Women Ministries, and we just met today. She's super cool. You gotta check her out. I will link her in the description. I will link Darkest Blue Band or whatever it's called in the description as well. So I had a bit of a crazy adventure tonight. I mean, it wasn't that crazy. People have crazier stories, but it was a little intense. So let's start from the very beginning. Earlier today, I was going to say what the date is, but I don't even know. I think January 22nd, 2020. I got connected with a woman who is also on YouTube with a channel called Free Women Ministries. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And she's really cool. She followed me on Instagram, and then I said hi to her and told her that I had a YouTube channel, and then she told me that she has a YouTube channel. So we got connected, and I watched 2 of her videos, and in the second one that I watched, I think it was the second upload, she was talking about like how she came to a closer, more free, great relationship with God. We're both Christians, and she was saying that you know basically that becoming a Christian doesn't make everything like rainbows and butterflies. In fact, the Bible says, "In this world there will be tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world." So we are overcomers through Christ Jesus. If we are walking with Him, if we've chosen to give our lives, surrender our lives to Him, and let Him lead and guide us, since He knows best how to do that, since He created us. But anyway, yeah, she was talking about how there's always going to be trials and hardships in life, and how she's gotten to the point, as I have a lot also, to not even being very shaken by the bad things that come up. Like, obviously you're human, and you're not gonna just be completely stoic all the time, especially females. I think we're a swarm of emotional beings. But I have definitely, the longer that I've known God personally, gotten a lot less scared and a lot less stressed out by big and small things. And tonight was no exception. So, the first thing that happened is I walked to the library to try to print something out, but then I realized that I didn't have any cash with me, which is what you have to use for the printer at the library. But so I almost just stopped and went on to my next destination instead. But I thought, yeah, maybe they do allow you to use a debit card, because some libraries do. So I kept walking. So I got settled at a computer, and got logged in and everything, and got to the website that I needed. And then I needed a password, and I have them all stored in a notepad in my phone. And so I went to get my phone, and eventually realized it was not in my purse. And that was a little bit stressful, but like, I don't know, like I just, it was more of like a nuisance than a fear, I guess, because like I knew that it was either at home, and it's probably because tend to be a forgetful person in general sometimes because of ADHD and stuff, and today was like extra bad. So I wasn't even like that surprised that I didn't have it with me. I was like, well, it's either at the gas station where I had stopped and gotten a little snack first, and the girl who works there would have kept it safe for me, or it's just at home on my couch. I was a little bit worried, but then it made me think about the video that I had just watched, and I was like, okay, well, here's my little trial, and I know everything's gonna be all fine. Okay, whatever. Um, so I just kept going with what I was doing on the computer, and it barely even bothered me. Interesting little side story there. I heard a couple older ladies, probably in their 50s or 60s, maybe like 60s, talking about their disdain for President Trump, basically. Well, first they were just really cute, like talking about church and like some lady and how the one other lady is like excited to go back to school. It was really cute. Um, and then I hear them talking about like how much they hate Trump, and the one lady was even like calling him an F word under her breath. I was like, oh wow, okay. A little bit surprised, but yeah, it was interesting. I'm not that surprised. This is California, but I decided to ask the lady who was like stayed the longest, and was the one who was excited to go back to school, what church she goes to, because I also go to church, and I don't know, I just wanted to learn a little bit more about this woman who was calling the president a effer under her breath, or not really even under her breath, here in the library. And she said that she goes to like any church that preaches the Bible, and I was like, yeah, I totally agree. So I don't know, it's interesting. Anyway, I thought that was, a little bit of a trial, but that was just the warm up.